Hello, English 1022 students. I'm here to give you a preview of Module 4. My gosh, this means pretty much we're 1 week away from midterms, y'all, and I should say middle of the semester. We don't have exams in this class, but it's kind of a familiar phrase to say when you're in college. I've been going to college my whole life teaching for 25 years, so sorry I slipped into that, but it's almost the middle of the semester and I'm amazed at how fast it is going and how fast it is gone, and gosh. So, yeah, you all, a couple of notes on the gradebook from this week. I want to thank you for your patience. My hands are getting better, but they're still pretty painful. Losing a lot of skin, and so certain spots that are raw when the skin kind of peels off if I accidentally snag it on something, or it's hard not to pick at yourself when you're a human being, right? Like you want to scratch, you just, how things are when you're human. You just like know what you shouldn't do, but you do the opposite. So if I happen to peel a piece of skin off anyway, more info than you want, but thanks for your patience. It's been hard to type as much as I need to, and gosh, my hands are my primary tools, so thanks for your patience. I've been wearing a lot of gloves, and gloves aren't really helpful for typing either, so been trying different stuff. But check your grade book is the point of all of this, and thanking you for your patience again, like third time I think. A couple of things to check straight up at the beginning of the week would be my response to your journal post about your revision for Essay 2. So I will get those comments back as soon as I can tomorrow on Monday the 20th, and maybe a few on the 21st. You can, of course, start revising without my feedback, but I am providing very specific feedback to most people, and I think everyone who posted those journals got feedback pretty quickly when they were doing it earlier in the week last week. So check for that first, because I might give you some ideas that you want to try. Remember that you are writing, revising, editing Essay 2 all week long. It is due on the 26th, so that's your primary goal, but check that feedback. The other place you might want to check feedback, y'all, is feedback on your first workshop comments. So I will be looking at those comments. I've kind of put that off intentionally just so I can give you some feedback right before we do the second workshop, so you can persist in your awesome feedbacking, or improve in your feedbacking, or participate this time. So check for your comments there as well, so you can get some feedback from me on your feedback to other writers. And then if you haven't received your graded Essay 1 back, I'm still running a little bit behind, so I have a few more to do on Monday, and you should get those back on Monday as well. So thanks for the extra time, y'all. I'm just wishing my hands would totally heal as fast as I need them to. They're just not. Okay, so other stuff. You're watching this video. I'm asking you to read another one of the 5 essays that I assigned during Module 3, so pick something else. Even if you pick an essay, maybe you go back and rewatch that preview of the readings, and you pick an essay that's not really matching the kind of writing that you're doing. That's totally fine. I actually really think it's a good idea for you to read anything to feed your brain, but sometimes when you get out of, you're looking at a piece that's not like the writing that you're doing, it can still benefit you, give you some ideas for how you want to do something because you don't like the way something is happening in another writer's piece. All kinds of reasons to read, you all, for examples of what's good and for examples of what's not so good. Sometimes we figure out how to write better when we see a piece that's not written the way we prefer. So definitely read another essay. Workshop 2 is this week, y'all, and it's just a reminder here on day 1 to the writers. That reminder in red is for the writers, Lauren, Sam, Sergey, and Yasika, that your drafts are due by Thursday the 23rd by noon, and I did D2L message you on Thursday of last week to remind you of that. So now a note to the readers. Readers, if your writer does not have the draft posted by noon and you are ready to comment, feel free to move to another group and comment. So it's really important, writers, that you get your draft posted on time. And readers, if your writer is running a little bit behind, feel free to move on and don't let that that late post affect how you're posting your work. All right, day 2. Review the instructions for Essay 2. Make sure you're paying attention to all the instructions. I know we're all looking at exigence and trying to figure out how exigence is operating in our writing, and we're looking at genres and trying to figure out how you want to expand your essay, maybe using another genre. But also take a look at the requirements for the trope and the scheme. There's 2 schemes I want you to try in this piece. And there will be, as you see on day 2, a video on the tropes and schemes. So I'll give you some examples of asyntodon and polysyntodon, and I'll talk about a few other tropes that I haven't talked about yet this semester that you can try. You know, some of the common ones we've already gone over: metaphor, simile, connotation, allusion. So I'll go over a few other ones in the video, which will be probably 5 to 6 minutes. Just want to show you how to use asyntodon and polysyntodon, and then give you a few other ideas you might want to try in your piece, which I just said. It's been a long day, y'all. I'm tired. I was writing a lot today. Y'all, I'm going to post some Juneteenth readings for this week. There's actually 2 that I'm going to post. There's one that's argumentative. It's a New York Times op-ed. And there's a second one that is more along the genre of narration and reflection. And so feel free to read those as one of your required readings if you don't want to use one of the other ones, the other 5 that I have posted under day 1. Workshop comments, you'll do those. Remember, this is the yellow assignment for the week, the thing that's due, but actually it's not due on Thursday. You have between noon on Thursday the 23rd until Saturday the 25th by 11:59 p.m. to comment on another writer's piece. And remember what I said about commenting in a workshop class the way we are, that we're learning from one another's writing in this piece instead of commenting on everybody commenting on somebody's piece. You know, the writers kind of get a break from commenting and get to really focus on receiving feedback, and new writers have the ability to see lots of other people's comments and get lots of ideas from other writers, even though your piece isn't getting a direct critique or feedback. So look forward to seeing how your comments go in the workshop. And then I'm going to spend a little time in a video this week on researching. I did during Module 3 talk in a video about using sources that fit the context of your essay, and so I want to help you a little bit more with sources and researching sources and evaluating the quality and relevancy of the source for your context. So I hope to get that video posted probably by Wednesday of this week. You know, that's kind of like a day 2-ish time. I'll even make that a note here, available by Wednesday, because I want to do, this is something new that I haven't presented on before, so I just want to make sure that I do that. Let me abbreviate that. Okay, so day 3, I am going to write an MLA, a brand new MLA formatting and a text citation quiz. I should actually say I'll probably do a works cited question as well. So you don't have to complete the quiz prior to submitting your essay. As you know, I'm going to remind you all about the grace period, that you do have a week grace period on the deadline for the assignments. June 26th is the deadline for all of these assignments. But y'all, listen, I'm going to remind you again that Module 5 is our middle of the semester. The revision of either essay 1 or 2 will be due that week, and so I probably won't be giving a lot of assignments during Module 5. I was just kind of stopping to think about how Module 5 will go, and so you'll mostly be reflecting, revising, and so you might have some time to do that MLA formatting and text citation works cited quiz during Module 5. So, you know, just throwing that out there as an idea for you if you feel like doing the MLA quiz this week will be more than you want to do or focus on. Because day 3 has 2 other important items. You see the last item here is essay 2, the revision of writing from your past is due by the 26th. And before or after, I'm going to say again, try to use the grace period to your advantage. If you feel like doing this journal reflection, it is a journal coming just to me, not going to the class. If doing the journal on your writing process isn't going to fit into the week, then think about, extending that into the 27th or the 28th. I think doing the reflection on the essay 2 will benefit you in a couple of ways. It'll prepare you for the midterm revision, middle of the semester revision. It will also be something we look back at the very end of the semester when you're doing some more reflection and revising. So it's really important work. One of the learning outcomes for English 1022 is, using the writing process. You leave this class having learned how to manage your own writing process. So I think reflecting on it this week is a really cool idea because you've been challenged to do a major revision and define your own rhetorical situation. And maybe your writing process is a little different or feels a little bit different for this assignment. Not sure how many times you've done an assignment that is designed this way. So I think the last 3 assignments for day 3 are obviously all very significant to your learning, for your learning. Y'all have a great Module 4. I can't believe I'm saying it's Module 4, but it is. Have a wonderful week. Definitely think about check-in meetings if you have questions about Essay 1 when you get your assessed essay back, or as you're revising Essay 2, maybe you want me to read over a few sections that you're not sure about, or you need some confidence in moving forward. Happy to do that. The check-in sign-up sheet is the same as last week. It was 2 weeks of sign-up, so be sure to check that sign-up sheet early in the week. And take care and be well, and talk to you later.